So we're going to start off by making the crust first. We're going to mix these all in a bowl. I believe the pan I used is 8 to 10. Make sure you spray this pan or else it will be a nightmare to try to eat. And you could even put oil in it if you want, just a little extra calories. But anyway, we're putting these all in the bowl. Last ingredients there is our egg whites. We're going to mix that up. Can be a little hard. It's very dry ingredients. I do add just a little bit more egg whites to this just because it was so dry, probably like another ounce. And even if you have a little Walden Farm syrup, you can add into the crust. It does make it better. But I do not do that in this video, so I continue to get a good consistency, as you can see right here, flatten it all out, and just push it towards the bottom of the pan. So once we throw our crust in the oven, we're going to start making our actually filling for the pie. We're just going to start putting them into a mixing bowl. Here I put 6 packets of Splenda in there. You can use stevia. That's pure pumpkin. The only ingredients you want to have in it, look on the back of the can, is pure pumpkin. There's 7 servings in there. Each serving's a half a cup. About 2 grams of protein, 11 carbs. So I'm putting that all in there with the Splenda. Then I used True Nutrition's casein cinnamon flavored protein. You can use any protein you want. That's the one I use. It's a slower digesting, so it makes it for a little bit better of a pie consistency because it's thicker. I also use skim milk. I have tried this with chocolate. I've tried it with vanilla. They both actually turn out pretty good. It just depends on what you'd rather do. But for me, the cinnamon is the greatest. I've used pumpkin flavoring, and it's kind of just too much pumpkin. But obviously, it's personal preference. But the cinnamon, I think, is phenomenal. You just want to make sure you thoroughly stir all that in there. Make sure you don't forget a little bit of the baking powder just because it'll help it rise and kind of make it a little airy instead of so thick. So you're just going to mix all that up. About 10 to 12 minutes later, your crust should be ready. You're just going to put that on top. Again, flatten it all out. And if you're using a pan like this, I would spray even the sides of it, any part that the pumpkin filling's actually going to touch. Just because if it sticks, it just is not as enjoyable when it's just a sticky piece of crap on your plate. It also helps with presentation. So if you could just spray as much as you can on there, you're going to like it a lot better, much easier to serve. So once you have it flattened out, I just add cinnamon to it. You can put nuts on top of it if you'd like, and then it is ready to bake. It does take about 45 minutes, and I would encourage for you to let it sit or chill in the refrigerator for at least an hour. I cut mine about 30 minutes later. It made a pretty clean break, but if you refrigerate it, just makes for a much easier serve. I have no doubts that you will enjoy this recipe. Let me know how you like it, and thanks.